Hey, so I had a really wonderful doctor's appointment today. I usually do not enjoy my doctor's appointments because I always feel like I leave out with questions unanswered or without all of my needs being met. But today, like, everything got answered and resolved, and it was really weird. So anyway, I found out that I do have a secondary insurance. Anyone who is diagnosed with end stage renal disease automatically qualifies for Medicare by law. Only thing with that is Medicare only covers 80% of medical needs. So, 80% sounds like a lot until you get a bill for $100,000 and you realize 20,000 of that has to come out of your pocket. So like especially for transplant, that was my biggest concern because transplants are around $100,000, and then you're left with that $20,000 bill. And then also after transplant, the medication is crazy expensive, even after insurance. Last time I had a transplant, there was just one of my medications, and I was on quite a few of them. Just one of them was $300 out of pocket after insurance. So, I mean, just imagine if you didn't have coverage for that. You know what I mean? That would be insane. So, come to find out, I actually do have a secondary insurance. We thought I had been denied because I make too much money. So, I am on disability, but I also work part time. The minimum number of hours that you're allowed to work before it affects your disability, basically, because you cannot just live off of a disability check, not unless you like have someone else living in your household or live with a parent or something. It's I don't see how anyone could just live off of disability alone. So basically the point is I do also work part-time. So with me working part-time, even with me working the minimum amount of hours, they were saying I made too much money to qualify for Medicaid. Well, there's another Medicaid that they have, which is called SRS Medicaid, which I guess it has a higher dollar threshold or whatever, so you can make a little bit more. Turns out I got approved for that and I wasn't aware. So for like the last 2 months, I've had a secondary insurance and did not know, which is amazing because I need it. So that was part of my good news. Um, so then, I asked them if they could give me a referral to Ohio State University and University of Cincinnati for transplant because my odds will be better if I'm on more lists as far as transplant go. Because I have had a transplant before and because I have an autoimmune disorder, so my antibody count is really high, so it makes it hard to find a match for me. I've been on the top of the list at Cleveland Clinic for a while now, and it's just been hard to find a match. And then plus with the insurance problems on top of all of that, it's just been a crazy ride. So I'm just super excited. They're already working on my referrals, like before I even left the office today. So that's some really good news. Um, so hopefully that will just be like smooth sailing like it was last time I wanted to get a transplant because my sister, Jennifer, gave me a kidney and it went really quick because, once you already know who you want to be your donor, it's going to go a lot faster than them having to like test random people when they come along. You know what I mean? So that was some good news. And then I was concerned about my graft because you guys know I just had a new one put in Thursday and I haven't really been able to feel it working. So when you touch a graft, you should be able to feel the blood flowing through it. It's called a thrill. Haven't been able to feel it, but it turns out it's just because there's so much swelling, but you can hear it and it sounds really good. So hopefully within 2 weeks that will be working and they can take this thing out of my neck because it's gross and annoying and uncomfortable. And, my best friend's getting married and I don't want to be all up in her wedding pictures with this catheter hanging on my chest. Not that she would care, but I don't want it in there. So, anyway, those are my good news. I feel like I left something out, but I mean, that was enough right there. So I'm super excited and super happy, and I finally got some good news, and I just wanted to share it. And let's just hope everything just goes through real quick from now on. And like, I could have a transplant by the end of the year or beginning of next year. And that would just be the most amazing thing ever. So just keep me in your prayers. Thank you.